Shalom. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rachakwadash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Much peace and blessings to all you sense Akim out there that's pushing this 100% truth with all sincerity, faith, and with charity. This is your brother Ash from the Great Millstone Miami Camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rachakwadash. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. Okay. It's going to be an impromptu lesson speaking on what's going on right now, man. Speaking about the times that we're in, okay? And we're almost at that time. Now we see that we really are getting or going into the end. We're at the end. Now we really see, now we see we're really at the end. Okay? And, you know, just speaking for myself, being in this truth, not very long, okay? But every year, when you first come into this truth, I'll say, you think, you really think the Lord is coming back on your time. You really think the Lord is coming back in a couple months, tops, from the time you come into this truth, because everything hits you like a ton of bricks, and really you're behind. When you wake up to this truth, you're spiritually behind, especially if you woken up within the past 10 years, you're really behind. Okay? That's why I throw out of Yahweh Basham Yahushua for our apostles and elders and the men that came before us, so you can learn from other men's experiences, because you have to play spiritual catch up. Okay? Especially, I know it's been a lot of brothers that woke up in the past 2-3 years. You know, you learning things. That's why you got a lot of jakes out there, man, that's, you know, find out that they Israelites, and which that's a beautiful thing to find out you're an Israelite. But that's something you supposed to already know. We're already supposed to know we're Israelites. That no, our heritage, that's something that was stripped away from us by the Lord. So when you come back to knowing you're Israelite, that's how the scripture say in Baruch 4th chapter, seeing it was your mind to go astray from the Lord, so being returned, seeking 10 times more, as the scriptures say. Okay? It's like, damn, man, like, this is something that was taken from me because of my disobedience, so it's nothing to glory in, because you know you're an Israelite. You still got a whole lot of catching up to do. Okay? So, like, my point is, when you first come into the truth, everything is hitting you at once, but it's stuff that you should have already knew. So it feels like, oh man, everything is going to pop off right now. Okay, and then as the next year, all right, this is definitely the year. This year is definitely the year. And then certain things happen, and oh man, once COVID hit, me personally, I thought that had to be it. And here we are, 2022 going on into 2023. But things that's been taking place in the past month or two, man, this truth is really going viral. This truth is really going mainstream. And now we see, you know, certain scriptures playing out how this gospel shall go into the four corners of the earth, and then the end shall come. You know, the elect being sealed, then the destruction is coming. Now we really see that we're at the end, because this is the number one topic right now. Everybody is talking about the Israelites. And there's been times, like you had the thing in Jersey, beginning of 2020, right? And they was doing a little talking then, and then, you know, the pandemic happened, and people forgot. I think that was 2020, probably 2019 or whatever. But they have certain instances where this truth was being talked about. It was trending, and then it kind of fell back. But now it's people are being forced to have this conversation, and it's a beautiful thing, because you have a lot of people that's coming, you know, having this conversation to be marked to be, for them to declare what side they're on, whether they be on the side of the Most High or the side of the spiritual demon Satan. Okay, the side of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the side of this world, and to be exposed and marked. Okay, let them scoff and condemn themselves. But you have a lot of sincere men and women that's coming to the truth and accepting it for what it is and repenting. So we're coming to the the line in the sand, the spiritual line being drawn in the sand. And there's been times we've said this, but now you really see it. This is really where we at. And this devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, Star Wars elites, they got to make a move. They got to do something, man. Today, you had this top elite devil, Evelyn Rothschild. He dropped dead at the age of 91. Okay, they say he was supposedly the richest Rothschild. You also had a blood moon today. Also on so-called election day. So this is all spiritual. It's a lot of things going on in the spirit. They say certain planets align. I forgot exactly what they were saying with lined up with the blood moon. Signs in the heavens, as the scriptures tell us. Signs in the earth. So these devils, they gonna have to come on with it. And through the spirit power, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and his men are going to come on with it too. Okay? So, just speaking on the times that we're in, man, we're living in some very beautiful times, very extreme times. This is very exciting. Okay? We have to remain excited for this thing. We're just going to get a couple precepts, all right, backing up what we're saying. And Lord willing, this is edifying, man. Okay? Because everything that's going on right now on the earth today, it's all in the scriptures. The awakening of the true Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You also have Israelite foreigners scattered abroad among the other nations, looking like the other nations, coming back to their true nationality, and the devil being exposed. The small hat being the head of the serpent, the elite top devil. But the nation of Esau, Edom as a whole is being, his skirt is being lifted, as the scriptures say. He's in straits. His enterprise is not being crowned with success like he hoped for. The Most High is throwing a monkey wrench in this devil's plan. So the Lord is actually going to force this devil's hand to move. All right. And we know once that happens, once that flood come in, the Most High going to raise up a standard. That's what we're waiting on, man. Okay. So without further ado, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And I'll start at 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that the day of Hamashiach is at hand. So this is Paul 2,000 years ago, the Apostle Paul, Salakia, okay, writing in this letter to the church in Thessalonica, letting them know, don't let nobody, don't get too excited. Basically, he was telling them, don't get too excited. Yahushua is not going to come back in your lifetime. That's basically, in simplified terms, that's what he was telling them. Don't let nobody, as it says in verse 3, let no man deceive you by any means. So don't let nobody deceive you. You have people around these times going around and saying that the Lord is already came back, or they were saying all type of heresies, man. Even Yahushua had to tell his disciples after he rose from the dead, and we read Acts the first chapter, that it's not for it's not the time for the kingdom to be restored unto Israel. but they would have to be witnesses unto him and into the uttermost parts of the earth, roughly paraphrasing. They had to come back in the regeneration. And that's the time we're living in now. But Paul was telling the church back then, this is going to be a lot more prophecies that have to be fulfilled before the kingdom is set up. Okay? So just like in these times, when you first come into this truth, you think the Lord is going to come back on your time. As much as we want the Lord to come back, if the Lord, gave us a spiritual button, and you just press the button and the chariots appear, the Lord will come, we would not hesitate with pressing that button. But it's not up to us. This is a already pre-written, this is much bigger than us. This thing is going to go according to the way the Lord already set it up to go. That's why we have to endure. That's the test. The test is enduring. Will you remain in this truth? Will you remain faithful? Okay? But, right, he was telling them, let no man deceive you, right? For that day shall not come. What day? The day of the Lord. Except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped. So this is the first clue that the Apostle Paul is speaking to the church in Thessalonica. It's going to be, somebody has to be revealed, the son of perdition. Perdition meaning destruction. The bad guy, the top bad guy in this movie that we're living in, right? He has to be exposed first. Who is this bad guy? We know who this bad guy is. This bad guy is Esau Edom, the devil that the Bible speaks of. This is important. We know this is talking about a man on earth, and not just one man. It's a group of people, a nation of men, a nation of men. This is not some man that lived all the way 2,000 years ago and he's 2,000 some years old. Nah, man, this is talking about a group of people that was around back then and they're around today. And that's the nation of Edom. Okay? Opposeth all, exalting himself all above all that is called God. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Who changed the image of the truth into a lie and worship the creature more than the creator? The devil, man. Esau. He the one who whitewashed all the images of the icons, the true icons and depictions of our Lord Yahweh Shai and the disciples and the saints and the angels and the Most High himself. Okay? This is a great deception that the devil Esau, going back to the Renaissance period, going back to Christopher Columbus, 1492, these devils went throughout the world spreading nothing but lies. By the edge of the sword, forcing people to bow down to his religion. That happened. That's the falling away. Okay? But even before then, you had Jake going off, falling away from the truth. That's why the Most High raised up this devil to just totally finish the job. But now we're living in a time where the truth is being uncovered. Okay, it says, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God, right? This devil right now, they're over there in the land of Israel, calling themselves the Jews. Okay? He done whitewashed all the images. On top of that, if you don't believe in his form of religion, then if you call yourself a Jew, if you call yourself with having the true breakdown of the scriptures, they want to label you hateful. But was it hateful when went around the earth forcing people to convert to what they say, plantation Christianity. And then you got these bugged out ass Christians in the church praising the small hats, right? And them small hats over in their synagogues putting curses on you. But that's the confusion, man. If you don't go by what they say, then this you're not in the truth. And now with his technology and his pseudoscience, he wants to literally tap into your soul and control you like a robot by putting his charagma in you. Who's doing these things on the earth? It's not talking about a spirit, man. It's talking about an actual physical group of men on the earth today. Paul is giving clues. All right, verse 5, remember ye not, when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time, which that time is now. He's being revealed. First he actually had to do these things that we're talking about, so that we could say, you see, this is the devil. When the tribes, Gad, Reuben, and the rest of the tribes of Israel, northern kingdom, when the devil Christopher Columbus and them Edomites came over here, they thought they were God. They thought they were angels. They never had seen so-called white people in their life. Those men in their generation, because they were over here in the West by themselves. And they got tricked by that devil. It was no way, on their first arrival, you could tell them that's the devil. They had to actually see it. We actually had to see this devil do devilish things so that we could say, this is the man. This is the man these scriptures is talking about. The movie had to play out. What they call manifest destiny, Monroe Doctrine, that actually had to be fulfilled, which is all according to prophecy. And now it's time for them to go down. Okay? Verse 7, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, and who at that time was known as the Romans. The Roman Empire, which are living in the reincarnation of the Roman Empire. Okay? Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way, which the Lord is allowing this devil to do what he do until he be taken out of the way. And Yahushua is coming soon to get this devil out of the way. All right, verse 8, and then that wicked shall be, and then shall that wicked be revealed, right, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So that wicked is being revealed, man. The devil is being exposed. You got these small hats coming after Jake, doing the public lynchings and public whipping, scourging with Kanye and Kyrie. You got a lot of Jakes getting infuriated over this. A lot of Jakes getting stirred up in their spirit. A lot of Jakes is starting to do research. You know what? Let's look into these people. You know what? These guys, man, these Israelites, they actually making sense. A lot of people, they used to scoff and shit. They actually doing research. They turning around. Why? Because this is the time we're living in, man. This is the time for the Israelites to wake up, the elect. And then the Most High is going to destroy this place. He's going to destroy this devil and his kingdom and deliver his elect. Okay? A lot of Jakes is coming to see the videos. They hear about this Israelite, this and that. Now they going on YouTube searching and they're coming across the prophets. A lot of people coming up to the camps now. What's all this? What's the talk all about? They want to learn. This devil is done. We really at the end, man. So we know something major is going to happen soon. Because the cat is out of the bag now. Verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Showing you it's not talking about Satan. It's talking about the man on earth who has the power of Satan. He got Satan behind him. That's Esau. All power, signs, and lying wonders. That's why you got these people believing that this man really is God. With his science, his technology, his weaponry. A lot of our people, they worship the so-called white man. All right. Verse 10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, all right, the wicked of our people are going to perish for believing in this man, because they receive not the love of the truth that they might be saved. So even now with this truth going out, you got a lot of Jake that's bucking up even more. This nigga Charleston White talking about, I'm a nigga. I ain't no Israelite. I'm a seed of a nigga. That's why you gonna die, nigga. Simple as that. And any nigga that's following you, they got the mentality that you got, you're gonna be missile food. Period. And that's if you don't die in the race wars, okay? Or in the civil war that's getting ready to take place. The wars over the lack of bread. The Most High say he numbered our people to the sword. We got all type of ways the Most High gonna start taking Jake out. And Jake is being taken out right now. Can't you see what's going on in the earth, man? Ain't nothing but judgment going on. But Jake don't fear, man. The scriptures say every morning he bring his judgments to pass, but the wicked knoweth no shame. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay? Salaki about that. But get ready to close this out, man. We about to witness some some great acts, man. And this devil, he's already done. The Most High already has this thing written out, man. So Esau, you're moving according to the tune of prophecy. There's nothing you can do. You're forced to do what you're doing. Okay? The Lord already know what you're going to do. The Lord already told us what you're going to do. And ultimately, the Lord told us that you're going to lose. Okay? So do what you do. Like Yahushua told Judas, that which thou doest, do it quickly. Okay? This is Revelation chapter 12. All right? In verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. Okay? This is talking about a future prophecy. Esau, the so-called white man with his plantation Christianity try to tell us this is something that happened already, and Satan got kicked out of heaven, all type of madness that's not in the scriptures. This is future prophet. This is the book of Revelation, man. The revealing, okay, like we just read in Thessalonians, and then that wicked shall be revealed. This is talking about right now in these times, man, getting ready to happen. Okay? This is talking about the war in heaven that's getting ready to take place. These devils actually going to try to fight Yahweh Shai and the angels when they come back in what the world refers to as UFOs. But this Bible refers to as the chariots of Israel. Okay? The heavenly vehicles, the interdimensional vehicles that the angels, travel in. Okay? And we see them all the time through the Spirit. And these vehicles are making more and more appearances on the earth because we're getting closer and closer to the end. The angels, which are the eyes of the Lord, are doing a lot of work. They're putting in a lot of work. Okay? And these devils actually think they're going to be able to fight against the Lord and that type of power when they come. That's why he's setting up his space force and his space stations and all that, man. And it's going to be a sight to see. Okay, but what did the Lord say? Verse 8, and prevailed not, meaning they lost. Okay, talking about Esau, he lost. He was not able to prevail against the Lord. So it's already written. This is already, it hasn't happened yet, but in the spirit, it's like it already happened. You already lost, Esau. You know, I understand the position that you're in, E, because it's like, you know, it's nothing you can do. You're controlled opposition, really. But it's like it says in 2 Esdras 13, they were scared yet durst fight. Cause you really don't have an option. Esau is like, you gotta fight. We know you don't want to go into slavery. We know you don't want your kingdom to go down. And you got a whole lot to pay for it, and you don't got it. You done accumulated a bill that you don't let your mouth run up a tab that your ass can't cash. So we get it, but it's no hope. Okay, Revelation 12 and 8, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven, meaning your rulership is going to be over with. Once you go out, you ain't coming back up. Ain't going to be no Edomites even free, let alone ruling. You're not even going to be free. All of you going to be in slavery. Ain't going to be no sovereign Edomites in the kingdom of heaven. No rogue Edomite somewhere in the middle. You know, you got a little Edomite colony in the middle of the jungle somewhere plotting, or in the caves, rather, plotting on their, ascension, plotting a new Renaissance period. Nah, man, that's it. So we understand the type of pressure you're going to come with, because you have no choice. Your back is against the wall. You're like a cornered animal right now. Especially with this truth going ham. Okay. Verse 9, and the great dragon, which is E, was cast out, that old serpent, right? Going back to Genesis, called the devil and Satan. Called the devil and Satan, meaning he's not the spiritual demon Satan, but he's called Satan on earth. The same person we spoke about in 2 Thessalonians. The so-called Illuminati, Luciferians. Okay? Which deceiveth the whole world, and that's not what you did over and over again, even right now, still. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels are cast out with him, meaning you're going down. Verse 10, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. And that's what we're waiting for. That's coming soon. That's coming to pass very soon. So the elect have already obtained the victory. It's just waiting to be made manifest. And how? Verse 11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, the sacrifice of Yahushua, which has already took place. He already came and did what he had to do 2,000 years ago. And the scriptures say a day to the Lord is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as one day. So to him it was only 2 days ago. He came in and gave himself as a sacrifice. And he's coming back in the third day, which we are in now. In 2 days, what it say in Hosea 6th chapter? After 2 days, he will revive us. In the third day, he's going to lift us up, roughly paraphrasing. That's the time we're living in, man. You had your short period to go out to deceive the world. Okay? And you did that. You did a great job at that. But now it's time for you to go down. And we understand you ain't going down without a fight. But the Lord wants a fight. That's why you fighting. The Lord wants to fight you. And the Lord wants his men to fight you. And we're fighting right now with the scriptures. And the Lord is going to raise us up and we're going to physically whoop your ass. Okay, with that spiritual power. All right? Lord willing, we those men. Okay, Revelation 12:11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, right? And by the word of their testimony. Right now, we overcoming you with the scriptures. You don't want to go, you don't even hey, you know that we already know through the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, the great millstone is the upper echelon of this Hebrew Israelite thing. We are the avant-garde when it comes to this, what Vocab Malone calls Hebrew Israelism. Okay? But Esau, you don't wanna go against these other jakes, man. Like this guy Ron Dalton that made the movie Hebrews to Negroes. He goes off on a lot of things. He don't have the 100% truth. But you don't even want to see somebody like him. A guy like him will mess you up with the scriptures, man. Because you can't, those small hats cannot prove with the Bible that they are the people. And they can't disprove anything that we're saying. You can't, man, all we need is Deuteronomy 28 chapter. You can't go against that. So this truth is a thorn in Esau's side, man. Everything they got to say about Kanye and Kyrie and the Israelites, everything they have to say is something out of their own heart, out of their own interpretation. They don't want to open up the scriptures and have a conversation with the Bible. They can't do that. So they have to play games and use, semantics and different words, which really is just witchcraft, and swaying the minds of the people to be into their emotions. What's the word? A sensationalism. Use slanders and false allegations against us and try to link us with other, crazy people, so-called, in the past. Different terrorist organizations. That's all you can do. Label us anti this, anti that, pro-hate, hateful, all this shit. Which really, we're just bringing out the truth of the Bible, man. We just doing what the Lord said we would do in the last days, man. Who will rise up against me? Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? That's all we doing. And you have, and we understand why you're doing what you're doing, because you're the devil. You're just doing what the Lord said you would do. Okay, but guess what? And they love not their lives unto the death. So we don't care what you come with. We don't care what you got to do or gonna do or gotta say or gonna say. We don't give a damn. Because we love not our lives unto the death. If we have to die, that's the worst thing you could do to somebody in the flesh is kill them. Right? silence them permanently, but you could kill all of us. The Lord will raise up a whole new group of prophets. And at the end of the day, the word is out. There's nothing you can do. So all you can do is try to go out with a bang. But the bang is going to blow yourself up. And the elect is going to be delivered. You're going to take out as much, wicked of our people along with you. But that's the only the ones the Lord allow you to take. Certain brothers going to have to give up their life for burnt sacrifice. But that's a win-win. As for you, you have no resurrection in life. Okay? So, verse 12, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So this devil know that he hath but a short time. He, like we can say it again, call all Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shah, the Most High, drop this dude, Evelyn Rothschild, okay, on the same day as a blood moon. Everything is lining up through the spirit. Signs in the sky, signs in the heaven. His truth is the number one topic. Jake is waking up like crazy. So you're gonna have to do something. You gotta do something. Now, if I was you, I would be in that same spirit. The Most High is forcing your hand, man. And when you do that, when you come down with that great wrath, the Most High gonna come down with his great wrath on you. And with his great mercy and grace on his elect. And we're gonna witness the things this earth hasn't seen, man. The great works of the Lord. Because we only seen but a few of his works. We're gonna see some things. And Lord willing, the Most High preserve you brothers out there, you sincere bro, so we can not only see these things, but take part in it. Because the Lord said, only with thy eyes shall thou see and behold the reward of the wicked. So we're going to witness these devils go down. We're going to witness all the haters of the Lord go down. And we're going to be good, Lord willing. My servant shall eat and rejoice, man. So, hey, man, just something I wanted to speak on. Lord, when it was edifying, we give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKodash. Until the next one, Shalom.